Alcohol is your biggest vice. It's already ruined my life. You got to be careful, man. You got to be careful. I've seen it firsthand take away people that I really care about. And it's really fucking sad, man. If you don't control it, it can really, really just turn you into a different person. I've seen it firsthand a lot, and it sucks. It really fucking sucks. I feel lucky in a sense that I got to see that firsthand because it scared me the fuck out of, getting too into alcohol. And I've just learned to manage it, and it just. I think fitness was really something that got me to not rely on alcohol because alcohol and fitness do not mix. You can't really lift weights while being hungover. It's just calories too. So I'm so thankful that I got into lifting when I did. Because it just really kept me away from alcohol because it's just anti-gains, like honest to God anti-gains. So I've stayed away from it. But man, I've seen it fuck with people so bad, and it sucks. It really fucking sucks. It is a scary, scary thing. It can fuck up your metabolism as well. Yeah, it's scary, man. Drinking is a huge problem here in Australia. I have a few friends going through alcoholism now. Yeah, well, it's crazy in Australia too because it's a huge part of the culture. You guys can drink at pretty young, right? 16, 18, something like that. Every Australian person I've met is a huge drinker. No one that I've met with like a real problem, but I've seen a lot of people here in America that they just turn into a different person, man. It's scary. They just warp into a fucking like venom, dude. They just warp into like a venomous anti-hero, man. It sucks. It fucking sucks. Alcohol is just so scary. So fucking scary, man. It ruins lives. So that's why I try to keep it as just like a social thing or maybe something on stream from time to time. But that's pretty much it. We don't really keep it in the house. I think Nyan drank a little bit more than I did back before we lived together, but we don't really drink together at all. If we go to a restaurant, then maybe, but yeah, we just kind of keep it to a limit. She has a history of it in her family. I have a history of it in my family too, and so we're both very cautious, and I'm really thankful to have a partner that's cool with that and not like pressuring me into drinking and stuff. And we can just enjoy it socially and just for fun. I think that's the best way to do it. It's scary, man, especially if you have history. It's just it's disease, it's hereditary, man. So if you have it in your family, just be careful, bro. It's scary, but listen, I have it on both sides of my family, so if I can avoid it, then you can avoid it too, man. I'm talking like both sides, history, boom, 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 all the way fucking up, dude. Bad fucking spawn, a terrible spawn. But listen, man, if I can get through it, you can get through it, man. You can avoid it too. So just be careful, brother. Just be careful. Anyone trying to quit a thing who wants support from other people should also try to quit the No Vice November channel. Yeah, that channel's good, man.
Than a few years ago. You both supporting each other really shines.
Oh, thanks, man. Hey, I mean, she brings out a lot of good things for me, and I just try to do the same for her. Nobody's perfect. We're not perfect by any means for each other, but we definitely do our best, man. We definitely try to be. Yeah, she's a good influence on me, and hopefully I'm the same on her. Do I enjoy weed? Oh, I used to smoke a lot back in college. That was definitely my vice for sure in college, way more so than drinking for sure. I definitely have an addictive personality for sure. I was mega into weed in college. I'm so lucky. It didn't affect my grades or anything like that. I still got really good grades in college. I was very much like, I had a scholarship in college, so if I lost it, it means I wouldn't graduate. So I was very much like, study fucking hard and then get high as fuck afterwards. That was like my strat for college. Like, go fucking ham. Do not let your grades slip ever and get high as fuck afterwards. That was always my mentality. As long as my grades were good and I was making money because I had like some part-time jobs and I was working out at the time, as long as I took care of that, I would go crazy. So it didn't affect me too negatively in that sense. So thank God. These days, I don't smoke weed anymore. The only thing I do now in terms of like drug stuff like that, like weed stuff, obviously it's legal here in California, is like CBD gummies. We have like a 100 milligram, sorry, they're 10 milligram CBD gummies. So they don't get us too fucked up, like too crazy high. It's more so just like relax and just cool off. Maybe if I had like 5 or something like that, I'd get like crazy high. But edibles here in California, at least, are so easy to monitor because, I mean, if you smoke a joint, like, and your tolerance is low, you're probably gonna get fucking high. You can't really control how much goes in. But edibles here in California, everything is labeled out. You know exactly how much THC is in there. If you don't want to get too high, you can get the ones with like barely any THC, with more CBD. Because CBD won't get you high. It's not the psychoactive ingredient. So you can like just map out everything. Let's say you barely even want anything, then you can just buy it half. So it's super easy. It's super nice. So that's pretty much my experience with weed now. My tolerance got completely fucked when I moved to Japan because I couldn't do weed while I was there. So I had to quit before I went to Japan. It sucked for like the first week when I couldn't smoke weed, but your body adjusts so easily. So I don't know if there's anybody there thinking about moving to Japan, but you love smoking bud. It's fine. You'll be fine. You can quit. It's easy. It took like a week to readjust. Cause I was a daily smoker back in the day. So I smoke every day. And then when I had to move to Japan, I had to quit. It was weird because it was like a habitual thing. I quit, a little funky, but I moved to Japan. Didn't think about it at all when I was in Japan. And then when I moved back to the US, I was like, hey, we have legal weed in California. I got a weed pen. I got blasted out of my mind. It was awful. I thought I was dying. I thought everyone was going to kill me. I hated it. My tolerance was way too low. Weed is way too strong. And then I thought, hey, man, I don't think this is for me anymore. So that's where I'm at now. I'm too old, I think. I've had my heyday with weed. So now I just turn into like a fucking tired, bumbling mess if I get too high. Been anxious, tired, bumbling mess. So I do it sparingly. I do it sparingly in the form of CBD gummies. I think that's the best way for me now. So I don't know, man. I don't know what I would do for No Vice November this year. You know what we could do for No Vice November? We can do the opposite. Instead of getting rid of something, we can try to add something. No gamer subs would never happen. And my life is infinitely better with gamer subs. I'm thinking we could add something like a challenge where we have to do something for the whole month of November. Maybe it's like I have to make one song every day for like a month in November, something like that. Get New Vice November. Or 100 milligrams of fentanyl every day, something like that. Stretching every day. No stalling. I mean, that's my bread and butter. I don't want to ruin my brands. Non-stop nut November. Running every day. 100 milligrams of Adderall every day. Oh man. God, that would be nice. You know, I was prescribed Adderall in college. It honestly really helped me. I should honestly probably be back on it. But I haven't taken it in since 2015 was I think the last time I took it. Like prescribed. Not that I would ever take it unprescribed. But yeah, 2015. I was prescribed throughout college. Any side effects? Why'd I stop? I stopped because I didn't really like just how tired I felt after I took it. I was diagnosed with ADHD from my psychiatrist back in the day. So I definitely benefited from it. I could still probably benefit from it, maybe like a lower dose. I think I stopped because one, I was kind of, at that time, I was a senior in college and I was very much like, I wanted to be anti-dependent on stuff, if that makes sense. It was almost like I can tough through it. I don't need it anymore. You know, I'm finished with school. I won't need it anymore. I can just tough it out. And that's kind of what I did. I was on 20 milligrams of Adderall. Some days I would only take 10. Some days I would take the full 20. It was very helpful. It was amazing. I took it before class. I took it before tests. I took it while I was studying. It was amazing. I loved it. But kind of the come down afterwards, I started to just like feel guilty for not feeling as productive, I guess. It's just a weird psychological thing. It was like, man, why do I feel so shitty without it? It's like, why can't I feel normal without it? Like, why can't I focus without it? So it was like a stubborn thing. Like, man, fuck this. Like, I want to be normal without this shit. Like, I don't want a drug to like make me feel normal. It was kind of like almost like coping with the fact that I had ADHD but couldn't handle it. I guess like a sense of shame. Yeah. That's a perfect way to put it for sure, man. So I was like, man, fuck this, bro. I don't want to be dependent on it. Yeah, I have ADHD, whatever. Like, I'll tank it. Who cares? Now, as I've become a little bit older, and experienced ADHD at an accelerated age, I kind of want to go back on it, man. I'm not even gonna lie. I wouldn't mind. Maybe if I do go back on it, I have a psychiatrist now that I've talked to about it. Possibly a lower dosage, maybe an extended release, lower dosage, something like that, like a Vyvanse or something like that. My best friend Cream Cheese has been on it for a while, and he takes like a more extended release thing, so maybe something like that would be better for me. I don't know, something to talk with my doctor about, you know. But just a stubborn, the masculine urge to just say, fuck it, man, I'll do it myself, is pretty much why I quit. Yep. That, and I was thinking about moving to Japan. So I knew it might be a little bit hard to get that shit in Japan. And it might be hard. So I was like, bro, I'm going to tank it. It was like 2 years before I moved to Japan so I could get my body back to normal. And I mean, I still suffer from ADHD. Like, I mean, you guys have seen my streams, bro. I fucking bounce around all the time. I go from this and that, and it definitely affects my work outside of this. It's really hard for me to focus on shit. You know, I have to reread stuff all the time. Like, it's hard without it for sure. Definitely. But I've managed this far, and but through this year, I've kind of wanted to take hold of, I guess, like mental strength. Now that I have like more free time and more security in my job and stuff like that, take a little bit more hold on mental health and stuff like that, and make sure that I'm living up to my best ability. So it has been something I've been pursuing with my doctor. Yes. Don't we all have ADHD? I don't know, man. I don't know. I've been unmedicated for a few years, and I've been struggling to focus. Yeah, I mean, it was hard. It was fucking hard. Bro, it was fucking hard to quit. Not with like the addiction factor. I mean, hard to just do my life. Do my fucking life, man. Holy fuck. I don't know if I had too much withdrawal with Adderall. I mean, maybe a little bit, like chemically. But bro, it was just fucking hard. Like, I'm talking like, you know, it was hard to do my life in Japan sometimes. It's hard to focus on shit. It's hard to do a lot of stuff. So, I don't know. I think it's something to take really serious with your doctor. Go through as many tests as you need to get it properly diagnosed, to make sure you know, it's the right decision for you. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it up to my doctor, man. Is an Adderall non-addictive? Well, I mean, it's an amphetamine, so it can definitely be addictive for sure, especially for people that do not have ADHD. Just a normal, normal brain, it can be very addictive because it does release dopamine through the amphetamine, because it just makes you hyper, like, especially if you don't have ADHD, it just like boosts you up like that. So you can definitely get addicted to that feeling for sure. Yeah. I mean, even weed can be, you know, addictive. Maybe not like chemically addictive, like heroin or something like that, but psychologically it can be addictive. Anything can really be addictive in a sense. If you go off it, you get tired for weeks after. Yeah.
predecessor is on it for a bit, then off for many years. I return to them now for horrible OCD and God, does it make life easier?
Oh yeah, man. Yeah. Bro, if you think you have problems, if you know you have problems, it's just try your best not to ignore it. Try your best to really nip it in the butt and take care of it. If you feel like you got an OCD, if you feel like you got an ADHD, if you feel like that, just really try to talk to someone, get advice. I'm not saying get medicated right away, definitely not. Take your time with that. See a doctor and just take care of it, man. Ignoring medical problems, especially mental health stuff, can really just set you back, man. It can just waste fucking time. It seems daunting at the start to like go take care of it. I mean, I struggle with that too sometimes, but this year has been really nice for me to take care of that shit. You know, just don't waste too much time, man. You know, try to take care of it. I smoked weed for over 10 years, but off it for almost 2, and I still think about it every day. Yeah, oh yeah. Weed. People that say that weed isn't addictive are just psychotic. Like it 100% is, man. You know, the people that say, "Oh, bro, I'll quit anytime." It's like it's habit forming. Anything habit forming can be addictive. Yeah. All right. How the hell did we get on this topic? How did we go down this path today, guys? How did we get here? This was insightful, though. This was very insightful. Hopefully, nicotine. We all came from nicotine, yeah. We started at the IQOS. Let's talk about ketamine now, Mr. Aethel. I've never experienced ketamine, unless maybe they used some in my anesthesia when I got my wisdom teeth taken out. I've never been into that stuff, man. Hard street drugs have never been my thing, man. They scare the fuck out of me. Oh my God. That shit is freaky. Heroin, crack, ketamine, what does fentanyl replicate? Is that like Xanax bars or something like that? Oh my God, bro. I took Xanax one time. I fucking hated that shit. Oh my God, dude. I felt awful. I felt like that fog after you fall asleep at like 5 p.m. and wake up at 8 p.m. all day. It fucking sucked. It fucking sucked. What does fentanyl try to reproduce? It's not Xanax, is it? What is fentanyl? Is it a opioid like heroin? Oh, for heroin. Yeah, that's right. But it's like really, really, really fucking lethal. Morphine and heroin. That's it. Yeah. Never done that shit. Never done it. I'll probably do it when I'm 90. You know, if I know I'm going to die. Opioid. That's right. Okay. Yeah. Never had experience with that shit. Really, really just not looking to try. It's too scary. Too fucking scary. Also, so many people have just lost their lives to fentanyl too. It's so easy to overdose with that stuff. A few of my legitimately a few really prominent rappers have lost their life to that shit, dude. And if they have, then fucking just the normal people, who knows how many people have died from that shit, you know? Holy fuck, bro. It's scary. Knew someone who OD'd 3 times. Yeah, it's like, that shit is so addictive. Heroin is just something so scary, man. I watched Requiem for a Dream probably way earlier than I should. Probably, God, how old was I? Probably 10, 11? Like super young. I don't even know how I got a copy of it. I think my brother had it or something and I jacked it from him, or like I got it from a video store. I can't remember. But I remember I loved the music and I was like, man, I really want to see the movie that this song is from. And I watched it. And dude, I'm so thankful that I did, because that scared the shit out of me from ever doing heroin in my entire life. It is like they should show that shit in schools, man. It is awful. It is like gore emotion porn. It is truly one of the most depressing movies of all time. Being sober for 25 years from heroin, still want to taste. I feel like I hear that all the time. Yeah, it's kind of like nicotine in a sense. You never really escape it. You just learn to manage it. Yeah, those hard drugs like that, that's how it is. You never really fully get over the addiction. You just manage it. You manage the cravings. That's how you stay strong, man. Ass to ass. Mushrooms, though. Now, psychedelics are different, man. Psychedelics are different. Not that I've ever partook, because that is a federal crime. I would never, okay? But if I were to do a Minecraft mod, a low dosage of mushrooms was what I can imagine a very chill experience. If you manage it and take it under the supervision of someone who's not on the Minecraft mod, it can be really chill. And I would never do that because that's a crime. I would never partake in that. But if you take a low dosage, it's awesome. Yeah, it's awesome. Now, if I were to do it when I never did, what I would have done and what I did in Minecraft was we just went to the beach in Chicago. We had like this little beach kind of by our school. And we just chilled on the beach all night and just looked at the stars. Now, you know, Chicago has this airport called O'Hare. And the beach is facing where the planes come in. So you just see a line of airplanes coming in. Kind of like when we went to LAX and watched the planes on the IRL. We just sat on the beach on the rocks and chilled. And it was nighttime and the waves were crashing. And we had some music playing on our iPhone, just chilling. Just watching the planes come in, man. That was one of the best nights of my life, for sure. Maybe like 5 or 6 boys, 5, 6 young bucks, all doing some Minecraft stuff. Yeah, it was a Chicago server, yeah. And just chilling and watching them fucking roll in. That was chill. Now, I do have an old video on my YouTube about the time that I took when I played the mod for way too hard. And that was awful. That's why if you ever want to play that Minecraft mod, start with a very low amount of time, a low dosage, a low bandwidth on that mod to make sure you like it first. Because if you take too much, you will meet God. You'll meet yourself. You'll meet yourself and then realize that you're nothing. And then that sucks. Ego death is legitimately one of the scariest things I've ever went through in my entire life. It was awful. Actually awful. Yeah, introversion, you just go deep inside yourself and you're like, I'm literally nothing. Yeah, that was not fun. Hard to compete against, sitting and chilling with your boys watching airplanes roll in on the beach. We just sat in a dark room. I think we took like a quad of Minecraft mods, a quad, like a shit ton. And we sat in a dark room and just watched like YouTube visualizers. Like no other stimulation, just darkness, void, and then like glitchy, trippy YouTube visualizers for like 2 hours. And dude, 2 hours in Minecraft mod time is like an eternity, man. 5 minutes feels like 2 days. So just sitting there in a void, just watching these trippy visualizers, man. Oh my God. I got so deep in my head, it sucked. Oh my God, it was the worst, man. Any chance we can see a stream of this mod in the future? No, I'm done with psychedelics. I think for my life, man. I would maybe do a low dosage of Minecraft mod, a very low dosage, and go to like Joshua Tree or something like that. But I'm like the acidic variants of Minecraft mods. I've played a few times. And those have been always pretty chill, but it's still a commitment. It's like a 7-hour commitment, 6-7 hour commitment. And I don't think I have any need for it anymore, man. You're supposed to be in nature? Yes. Be with people you trust, people you love. Be in nature, somewhere safe. Isn't it 16 hours? No, every time I've done the acidic variants, it was like, 7-8 hours or so. Of like hard playing, and then you slowly like lose interest in the mod and then it goes away. 16 hours? No, I've never had a Minecraft playthrough that long. That sounds truly awful. Bro, did you ever encounter salvia while growing up? No, I never did salvia. Fuck that shit, man. Have you ever seen those old YouTube videos? Can I even show these on Twitch? Can I? I don't think I can I? Is salvia? I have no idea. Let me see. I don't think I can fucking show him, man.
Young people and drug use.
There's such a classic video though. Bad salvia times 20 times 80 salvia trip. I don't think I can show these. Chad, is this TOS? Salvia is legal? Isn't that crazy? Like in some states it's legal, right? Oh, dude, it's
Hello.
It's the internet comment etiquette guy. You guys remember this shit? Oh, what's his name? I think Eric.
Hello, and welcome to Driving on Salvia. I'm Eric, your host. Now, today we're going to take the car out onto the streets, and we're going to do some K-turns, and then we're going to do some U-turns, and then we're going to go ahead and parallel park in a spot smaller than we have before. To start it all off, however, we need to take a hit of our salvia. Meanwhile, that's supposed to hold your salvia so long.
I don't know if I can show this. I actually don't know if I can show this. Is it? I know I can't be on drugs on stream, but chat, I don't know if I can show this. Isn't it legal? It's educational? All right. He's just acting.
Otherwise, it makes you trip into space.
So salvia is like an instant, man.
Excuse me.
This looks awful. He said, excuse me, I'm going to space now. Nah, this shit freaked me out. I never wanted to try this.
They played this exact video to my in high school health class.
Really?
Like I want going to try this as soon as I could.
Yeah, everyone in class is just like, dude, this is fucking awesome, man. We gotta get some salvia. Dude, this looks fucking sick.
My favorite video is when he is gardening.
Yeah, dude, the gardening one is so good. Oh, man. I always heard you saw like demons and stuff if you did salvia.
PPL yo.
Wait, do you guys think he actually smoked it? Or do you think he's just acting? Or I mean, he is just acting. He does look like soda. You want to try it? No, guys. This should not be. No. Stop. I cannot be responsible for you guys trying salvia now. Okay. Do not. It's not this fun, guys. It's scary.